Mockups of your course are one of the best investments you can make as a course creator. But if you aren't a designer, they can seem quite intimidating. But don't worry, because I've got your back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Canva to quickly create beautiful mockups, and I'm going to provide you with some templates to make it even easier. Here we are inside of Canva, and the size that I typically recommend for a mockup is 1600 by 800, so basically twice as long as it is tall. So I'm going to click on the Create a Design button, and I'm going to choose Custom Size and type in 1600 by 800. Of course, you can make this any size that you want. If you need a square mockup or if you need a portrait-sized mockup, go ahead and put in whatever dimensions you want. But for the purpose of today's tutorial, 2 by 1 is the dimension that I find most commonly used. Choose Create a New Design. And over here on the left, click on Elements and search for Computer. Hit Enter, and then scroll down to Frames and click on See All. You're going to choose the computer that you like. I'm just going to drag in this simple desktop. I'm going to pull it over here a little bit off center, make it a little bigger. Next, search for laptop, and pull this one over. I drop this laptop so it hovers just a bit over and maybe is a little smaller than that desktop screen. I'm going to have it just cover that desktop just a bit. Now I'm going to search for phone. I'm going to drag in a phone, and obviously the phone's going to be a bit smaller than the laptop. Make sure you're getting your dimensions right here. And then I'm going to type in tablet, and I'm going to pull over this tablet, which is also going to be probably about the same height, maybe as the laptop, maybe a little smaller. And I'm going to put that one here. I'm going to drag this one either on top of or behind here. I typically like my phones to be on top of, so bring to front. So I right-clicked on that, chose Layer, and chose Bring to Front. Now it's in front of the tablet. Now you can click and then drag to select all of these and make it a little bigger or smaller, depending on your needs. If you're going to use this on your website, I suggest that you make your mockup as close to the size of your canvas as you can, because then you can use the padding tools on your website to create how much space you want around it. So you can see that I've got this real close here on the left and really close here on the right. If you look down at the bottom of this laptop, the bottom right corner there. Now, if you want to drop in a title, you can do that. Move your page title over here. Make this title of your course. You can left justify that and maybe bring in that line spacing a little bit. Make this a little larger. Put in that corner. Okay, now you've got the template for your mockup. Now we need the images that we're going to drop into these frames. So in order to get that, you are going to go log into your course. I'm going to log into one of my students' courses, and I'm going to grab some screenshots. You can decide what you want to grab screenshots of. I'm going to grab a screenshot of her welcome page and put it here in this desktop. If you're on Windows, you're going to click the Windows screen and then print screen. And then you can come back over here and just hit paste. And that's going to drop in that screen for you. Now you can see I have two screens up, so it's got both my screens, so I'm just going to make that smaller. If you're on Mac, you're going to choose Shift-Command-3. All right, now we want to cut anything out of this that we don't want on our actual screenshot. So I'm going to just crop that top off. I'm going to crop the bottom bar off here, and I'm not going to need it to be quite as wide, but you can adjust that later. So we're just going to drop this in. And then once it's in here, you can choose Edit Photo and Crop, and you can crop it however you want, making sure that that is maybe centered. There we go, that looks good. There you have it, her welcome page. Doing the laptop is very similar. So I'm just going to do that real fast here. Okay. In order to get your vertical tablet and phone screenshots, there's an extra step. So I'm going to grab a screenshot of this Ask Kristen page where people are able to submit questions to her. And I'm going to do that by minimizing this page. I'm going to drag it so it's taller than it is wide. And I want it to be about the same width as that tablet. So that tablet was a little wider, probably go about there. Then we're gonna get the print screen, come back into Canva, paste that in, crop it down to exactly what I need here. Oops. Make sure you don't drag it into one of the others there. And then drag it into your tablet, crop it so that it fits a little bit better. And then you're going to repeat it for your phone, only you'll need to make the page a little bit more narrow. Don't forget to change the title, make it fit your needs, branding colors. And the last important step is that when you download this, you want to make sure that you've chosen PNG and transparent background. That way you can put it on any color background on your website and it will look good. Now let's say that you need a mock-up for social media. We're going to come over here to Magic Switch and we're going to choose social media and Instagram story. And then continue, copy and resize, open your story. And now it's here and we can move this around a little bit so that it fits this size a little bit better. And there you go, you have your mock-up in a different size that you can use for a different purpose. In order to make this even faster for you, I have created some templates that you can use to make creating your course mock-ups even faster. They come in both a landscape size and a portrait size, and you can find the links to download them for free below. But before I sign off, I want to show you a quick little tip for creating the workbook page mockups. Right, so this is a workbook that I have created. And instead of just print screening it, you actually need to get just what you need here. So I am going to use the snipping tool on Windows. Open your search bar and simply search for a snipping tool. And now it's going to give you the opportunity to make a new snip. And you're going to choose new and make sure that it's on this little rectangular mode. And then you're just going to click and drag the portion of your screen that you want to snip. You're going to come into your mockups and paste that in, and you're going to drop that in to one of your frames. If you are on a Mac, you should be able to do this with Shift Command 4, and then it'll give you a little crosshair, and you're going to click and drag to what portion of your screen you want to snip. Once you have it in here, I suggest you click on that one worksheet, choose Edit Photo, come down here to the left and choose Shadows, and then give it a drop shadow. And I like to make the drop shadow distance more like between 20 and 25. But you can see that this just pulls that page up off of your background just a little bit so that it actually looks a little bit more like a worksheet page. Speaking of worksheet pages, in the next video in this series, I am going to show you how to find the best worksheet and workbook templates here on Canva for your course. I'll see you there.